Hello and welcome everyone to today's Commodities Corner presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So today, during the live session, we are going to cover an overview of the commodities markets. We'll be covering our top trades of the week. We'll also be looking at live technical analysis, and trading will be identifying highly profitable trade setups, as well as answering any questions you have, and of course, we'll be going through the technical setups. So welcome to everybody, especially good to see Peter. Great to see you back here. Hi, Richard. Hey, Nirmal. Hi there, Darren, Carla, Ed, Anise. Hi, Ron. Hi, Sir. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We'll get started, guys. So let me introduce you first to the Gold and Silver Club for those of you who are new to the Commodities Corner. So the Gold and Silver Club is an international commodities trading research advisory group. We specialize in the precious metals, in energies, in agriculture. The Gold and Silver Club is recognized as a leading go-to authority on commodities. So as internationally respected experts, our analysis and opinions on the metals, energies, and agriculture markets are routinely sought by major financial television channels, publications including Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking, Finance Review, and the Wall Street Journal. And our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research, portfolio management to more than 50,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. So for further information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please do visit www.thegoldandsilverclub.com. So before we get started, we'll just take a quick look at the gold price here. So gold is currently trading at $1,211 per ounce. So we'll have a look at the technicals very shortly. We'll be going over some setups. The energies are looking very interesting just this morning ahead of the US session, so we'll definitely take a look at that. Before doing so, we'll go over some of our binary top trades of the week this week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategy. So first of all, a little bit earlier on in the week, we got very strong rejection on Monday after the open. We saw gold spike to the upside, and there was a quick opportunity. In fact, any real entry under 12.19 did deliver quite well. We broke down over the course of Tuesday and yesterday as well. Again, we sold off on gold. This was a full trade for the price to be lower. Initial entry at 12.19, but multiple opportunities to get in there for a sell short quick day trade. We've also had a nice breakdown on silver this week, also awaiting a further breakdown of key levels as well. But this was a nice opportunity for a sell trade, either taking gold or silver or both here. We got in at a entry at 17.39. We hit a major resistance zone, produced a rejection candle, and sold off very nicely early in the week on silver. And also, we got a good retracement yesterday, just a goodbye kiss on Brent crude oil. We saw a retracement back up to a previous resistance channel, previous support channel, term resistance. In fact, it looks like there might be another opportunity to get back into this trade as well for a quick day trade. But this was just a buy entering at 65.22. Quick rise trade for the price to be higher. Your trade only needed to close 1 point higher just to get this on a nice surge, buying into strength just yesterday on Brent crude oil. So those are the top three trades that we've had this week on binary. So we'll go through again using the rise and fall trades on binary. Very straightforward. So if you select rises, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. And if you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. So those are two types of trades we'll be looking at today. And we'll be going over a couple of setups with you and live trades right now. So what I'll do first, I'm going to move you over to my other screen. So bear with me as I just need to shift around the webinar. Okay, here you go. You should be able to see my screen very shortly. Okie dokie, perfect. Okay, great. So let me just do a quick check. You can all see my chart. I'm just on oil at the moment, crude oil. Everybody okay with that? Everybody can see crude oil at the moment. We're currently on Brent crude oil. Okay, perfect. Right, so what I want to show you here on Brent crude oil is we are following some very important trend channels here. So I've just got a clean chart at the moment, just showing you these channels, which are looking quite interesting here. So if we go over to Brent, you've got a nice supportive trend channel going all the way up to recent support where we broke down earlier on this week. You've got a previous support channel which is starting to turn into resistance. You've also got a nice pennant forming as well. So what I like here is it looks like in the short term we've got a third bounce here. We've come back up to the resistance channel. Looks like it's a good buy kiss here. It's going to touch the previous support, turn into resistance and sell off, and probably come back down to the lower end of the trend channel. Then it's decision point as the price gets tighter and tighter into this apex. So you've got a pennant formation which looks like a triangle. Then as the price gets closer towards the edge of that pennant, this is where we expect a potential breakout. So for the short term at the moment, this is quite a good opportunity for a quick sell. It's a quick day trade here for a sell back down to the lower end of the support zone here. So I'm just going to go over that with you now, what I'm looking for and the duration of the trade. Okay, so let me just bring this up. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Right, so this is the criteria of the trade. So again, this is an up, down, rise and fall trade. Okay, so we go to commodities, we go to energy, we select oil. Start time here is 11:45, duration 4 hours. So in and out of this in the next 4 hours. I'm looking for a payout of $2,500. Pretty good, actually. 90% payout on oil. That's good. Deposit $1,313.37 for a $2,500 payout. And I'm just going to take advantage of momentum and sentiment. Just this morning, we can see we're below some key levels right now. Hit the upper end of the resistance channel. It looks like oil could set off. It's still in indecision mode, okay? So oil is up. Well, certainly by the peak last week, oil was up 49% so far in 2015, which is some huge gains. Best performing commodity of 2015. So that's been pretty impressive. So oil is due a pullback here. Even if it pulls back to around the $60 an ounce, $60 per barrel zone, that's still good going for oil so far. It is due a pullback, some profit taking here. We may well just find we hit the support channel and then continue to rally as we go into next week, but we're definitely at a bit of a decision point. Short-term sentiment for today, I see a little bit more selling. You're probably just for a binary trade. We don't have to worry too much about the risk to reward because all you want to do is the price to close lower by 1 point over the time frame, which is 4 hours. I'll go for a sell. So let's get the best price. Here we go, 65.75, 90% payout. Refresh it again. Okay, 2000. Let's just check everything's good. 11:45 start time, 4 hours. Okay, let's do it. Okay, super. So that has been done. So I've gone in for a sell on Brent. Now, WTI, very similar situation. You've also got a previous support channel, which is turning into a resistance channel. We've had the market retrace yesterday. It's given the support a good buy kiss, and it looks like it's going to just sell off now and come back down and give back some of the gains. Very similar situation. You can just draw a trend line overhead, new trend line, supportive trend line, parallel as possible, and you can see we may be in for a short-term new trend channel just developing here as we start to take a bit of a pullback. So we'll definitely continue to monitor oil. I like it at the moment for a bit of further weakness today as we go into this afternoon. I want to be in and out of it fairly quickly. We can see some volatilities in the US session, so 4-hour trade will suit us quite fine here just to be out by 4 o'clock, circa 4 o'clock GMT. So that's what we're looking at with oil at the moment. If there's any questions on that, do please post those in the chat. But we're looking for a sell short Brent crude oil. We just got into that trade, selling off already, 65.71. It's coming down there, so it's looking good. So let's move over to the precious metals. Ultimately, I want to take note of is, you probably remember last week from the session, we were looking for overall weakness as we come into this time of year towards the end of May and into June as well. So we can see here we had a bit of a pop to the upside today. To be honest, that was partially expected because we've got quite a clear downward trending channel, which is just forming in the short term here for gold. I like the fact that it tried to have a pop up above these two candles. Hasn't really done too much. US dollar is rallying again. So let's look at the US dollar. This is just a real clean chart at the moment with no indicators, but we're hitting some major indicators at the moment around these levels, major support zones. If we get another hammer on the daily, you can see we've got quite a lot of pressure building up at a resistance zone. We did break out of a major trend channel last week. So as discussed, we were looking for the potential for the US dollar at this time of year is typically strong, okay? But mid-May, we can see spikes in the metals before they get slammed. So it's a bull trap, if you like, where a lot of traders will get into gold and silver positions, expecting the bottom of the market, expecting the markets, well, expecting to call a bottom in gold and silver potentially and take advantage of a big rally. But this time of year, it's very rare that that happens over the month of June. I wouldn't anticipate any sort of major rally until we get into mid-June. Okay, so with the US dollar, what I'll be looking at today is for a potential breakout from this major trend channel, just the upper end of the resistance channel here. We'll just move over and have a look at the potential inverse correlation here with gold and also with silver. So if we do get a breakout from that downward trending channel, then this is where we can take advantage of some more weakness over here for metals. So on gold at the moment, what we're looking for is essentially we're looking for some weakness as we go into this afternoon. Now, do note the markets next week on Monday, we do have a bank holiday and the precious metals markets will be closing earlier on Monday, which means that you really want to get in the trades today, ideally, or have those follow through until Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So we are going to be looking ideally for some more bearish momentum today on gold. Now you can see it's getting a little bit of rejection at the moment on the daily chart. I'm going to come back to gold in just a second. We'll just have a look at silver as well. You can see silver too. It's been consolidating this week. Again, we got that nice rejection from a major resistance zone at 1779 here. We took a quick sell short earlier on this week. And now if we can develop another rejection, nice inverse hammer here just off the daily, we'll be looking for more downside here as we go into next week. And I'll show you what that would look like. If we were to fully break down here, you get a lovely V-shaped reversal pattern, which would start to play out. And we could really start to pick up the momentum here on silver as we go into next week. So we do start to break down. You can see again another failed. It tried to have a, well, so far anyway, silver's tried to have a bit of a rally today. It's really failed that. But if we got a very symmetrical breakdown in price here, if we broke down in the same manner that we've actually rallied here, we could really start to break down heavily as we go into June and take out some major support zones. And ultimately, we could really start to see some major levels retested here as we go into June. So remember, if you go back historically, a lot of the lows here, they're either put into the markets on the precious metals either in June or typically between September or October. That's where you see 4-year lows broken. That's where you see major support zones get broken on the precious metals. So typically, again, it's June or September or October. So this is where I see the potential for a breakdown. So definitely keeping an eye on silver for more downside. I do like this little inverse hammer developing on the daily. In fact, I may take that just shortly for a trade. We'll have a look at platinum and also palladium here. Palladium actually might be the better trade. What I like about palladium on binary.com platform is that you'll find the spreads on palladium on a lot of platforms are quite extreme, which makes it very difficult to get a good risk to reward. But when you're trading palladium on a platform such as binary, the prices that you get, you only again need the price to close 1 point higher than your initial entry, and you could take advantage of some really good trades without needing to worry too much about your risk to reward. So I do actually like this for palladium. I can see it starting to break down. It's closed below its trend channel for 3 days now. Nice inverse hammer, nice rejection here. You can see it starting to break down. So I'm actually in favor of taking palladium over the other metals at the moment. So I'm going to go for a sell short on palladium. And I'll bring the deal ticket up for you shortly to show you what I'm going to do here. Okay, so again, on palladium here, we're just going to bring out the metals. So if you go to the top left-hand corner, if you go to rise and fall, and again, you just want to select up and down, rise and fall, you want to go to the metals. I'm just on palladium. The duration of this trade, it's going to be 3 days here. Now, the maximum payout on palladium is currently $1,000. Pretty good, actually, in terms of the payout, 86%. So for a $537 deposit, $1,000 payout. So I like the look of palladium. Currently trading at 773.92. Need the price to close lower by the close on Monday. There we go. You can see it's starting to break down a little bit. Palladium really looks on the edge, like it's about to break down heavily. So let's get into that. I'm just going to go for a full trade. 86% payout, $537 deposit for a $1,000 payout. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Perfect. That has been done. Good. Right, so palladium looking good. Let's just quickly benchmark that. Let's have a look where we got in. There we go. That's where we need the price to break below by the close on Monday. You can see the overall structure getting quite bearish here. Getting the weekly, we're starting, taking out some major levels here on the weekly as well. So palladium looking good for a sell. Take a look at platinum. Platinum is more indecisive at the moment. You can see it got a nice breakdown, similar to gold and silver. Had a little bit of a pop to the upside today, and now it's retraced. The main reason for this is the US dollar is retracing again. Now, if the US dollar can really get a move on today, and I will note, Janet Yellen at the Federal Reserve is speaking later on this evening. I believe it's 8 p.m. GMT. That is going to cause some volatility right into the closes. That will be very interesting, especially if we see the US dollar and the precious metals affected. So it is worth just being aware of that. What you can see as well on bank holidays such as Monday. So you've got to remember, the US is on bank holiday. Most of Europe is on bank holiday. The UK is on bank holiday. We can see some exaggerated moves on the metals on the bank holidays. Often we can see more inclined actually for a takedown in the metals rather than a breakout to the upside. From historically speaking, we would anticipate a potential sell rather than a buy. This is where you can get some very exaggerated moves, but we'll definitely be watching that with interest on bank holiday Monday. But just note that for next week that Monday the markets are going to be closed earlier. So that's it really for the main setups. Again, I like the look of silver. It's not really quite ready yet. Gold, we've had some good trades on that this week. Just need to see how this resolves itself over today. But for the time being, I would get into, there you go. Palladium's already breaking down, isn't it? So palladium, great for a little sell here. Looks like it's about to tank, actually. So again, the risk to reward just on trading palladium on a platform like this as binary is really good. Price just needs to close 1 point lower. You win the entire trade. So that looks good. Palladium looks good. Oils, go back to oil. Oils looks like it's going to sell off back down to the lower end of the trend channel there. So those are really the top trades we're seeing today. So those are trades we've entered, and we'll do a recap. We can do a recap of those just next week as well. So let me just bring you back to the main session here again. And also had a lot of questions about this from last week's session, a few emails in as well. So very simply, if you would like to join our live trading room for live analysis, live trading ideas throughout the week, and live support, very simply, in order to do that, you just need to go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. Enrollment is by application only. 2 big dates you want to have for the diary are big trading opportunities as we come into June, so we're not far off June now. In fact, after next week, we'll be into June already. So you want to have Friday the 5th of June is non-farm payroll, and that will be potentially a big market mover. We've also got the OPEC meeting on Friday, so that will affect oil, Friday the 5th of June. So those 2 dates, if you want to join us for the live trading room prior to NFP, just get in touch with us via the jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. We'll also be trading Wednesday the 17th of June is the FOMC statement. And historically, the June FOMC statement has been one of the biggest impact news announcements of the year. And out of the FOMCs, also a huge market mover. Last year, 400 points gold moved in 24 hours, and the previous year we moved over 600 points on gold. So the June FOMC is not a trade announcement you want to miss. You definitely want to have that in your diary. So again, for those of you who would like to join us for the live trading rooms that we'll be running throughout the week and in June, and just get support and get our live trading ideas throughout the week, let me just quickly post that into the chat for you. Okay, so www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. There we go. That's just in the chat for you guys. Just make it nice and easy. So, yeah, application is by, or enrollment is by application only. So very simply, this is what the form will look like. It will take you just less than a minute to fill out. Once you've done that, we'll get in touch with you ASAP. And then we look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. So look forward to hear from those of you who would like to join us at the Gold and Silver Club. And for everybody else, have a fantastic weekend. Good trading today. And we'll catch you on the next one, okay? So take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great bank holiday. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.